The Maruti Suzuki Baleno has always been a good seller for the company. But with the advent of new generation cars like the Hyundai i20 and the Altroz, the Baleno was starting to show its age. So it was but obvious that Maruti Suzuki would launch a new Baleno. And here it is. Now at first look, you might dismiss this as a mild facelift, but let us tell you that there is a lot more brewing under the skin. So stay tuned and do subscribe to the AutoToday YouTube channel and press that little bell icon because you get notified every time we go live with a new video. Now at first glance, you may dismiss this car as a mild facelift. And to be honest, as far as the design is concerned, it is a mild one. And there's reason for that. You see, designers tell us that they wanted the silhouette of the Baleno to be intact. So when you look at this car and look at the older car, it should be instantly recognizable as a Baleno. So the changes are very mild. You get a brand new headlight panel and you also get these new signature LED lights. There's a new grille, there's a new bumper, and if you look closely, you will find that this bonnet line has changed. It quite reminds me of the Altroz actually, but overall the car looks really sporty from front, and most importantly it gets that width. So overall when you look at the car in the rear view mirror or when it's parked, it looks very smart. Now if we move to the side, not much has changed because the silhouette remains the same, but at the same time we are told that every panel on this car is different. You also get new alloy wheels. Now at the back too, the changes are very limited to the tail lamp and the chrome scuffle up on top, but if you look at it this way, it looks really nice. It gives a matured look to the car. The tail lamps especially, if you look at the signature out here, you will see that it resembles the one on the front, and that's because this is true to Nexa cars of the future. A little panel out here is added, and that's the sum total of the changes here. But Maruti tell us that not a single panel on this car matches the one of the outgoing car. Even the platform has seen a major changes. So what are those changes? Let's tell you.
The new Baleno is based on the hardtech platform, which has been heavily reworked for this generation. The suspension has been redesigned and even the body has been strengthened. Special work has gone in to improve the NVH packaging as well.
Now while the exteriors of the Baleno might not be a world of difference, that can be said about the interiors of the car. First and foremost, you get a brand new dashboard and it looks really smart with this two-tone treatment. But the party piece here comes in from this new infotainment system. Now it is a touchscreen system. It tells you a lot of details, as you can see, the current fuel economy, the range and things like that. It is also a very premium audio system, and most importantly you get something called a 360-degree camera. Now when I press a button here, the display changes and the view changes from the top and you get a 360 view all around. So when you're parking the vehicle in tight spots, it comes as a real boon. The Baleno now also get climate control all across the range. We love these toggle buttons and they look really nice. But speaking about premium, Maruti Suzuki is offering the Baleno now with a heads-up display. Now that display is very clear to read. It is very easy to, it's not obstructive. So for us, we love this system. Quality of plastics too are a lot better than before, and you get a lot of storage space all across the dashboard. Space at the back is also rather good. So overall, this is a huge improvement over the older car.
While Maruti Suzuki sure has offered a generous amount of features with the Baleno, something as basic as wireless charging has been missed out. As far as the boot is concerned, the Baleno offers 318 liters of space, which on paper is lesser than what the older car offered. But what Maruti Suzuki has added is 60-40 split seats, which can be flipped down to enhance versatility. The boot is deep and can hold a generous amount of cargo. The only issue then is the high loading lip. The Baleno is being offered with the 1.2 litre K-series dual jet VVT engine with idle start-stop technology. The engine is tuned to offer 88 bhp and 130 Nm of torque. Maruti Suzuki is also offering a 5-speed manual transmission with the Baleno, and the surprise comes in form of the 5-speed AMT, which replaces the erstwhile CVT. While the manual transmission promises 22.35 kmpl, the AGS version has a claimed efficiency of 22.94 kmpl.
Now we've told you all about the features of the car, the space, the design, the platform. Now let's get to the driving bit. So how does the new Baleno drive? Well, what Maruti has done is put in the 1.2 liter engine into the Baleno, and it's a non-turbo, or rather a naturally aspirated engine, and that means that there is a lag. Okay, now lags are generally associated with turbocharged engines, but here the engine is tuned so that you get more efficiency as compared to performance. So if you're under the 2000 mark, you will feel that the car is not pulling as fast as you would expect it to be, but in normal driving conditions you will not find it to be a problem. Now what this car also offers is extreme comfort, and by comfort I mean when the engine is taking over you will barely get to hear it inside the cabin, and this adds to the comfort level. This is the manual transmission version we are driving, and the short throws have really impressed me. Adding to it is the clutch. It's a very light clutch, so in traffic you will not have a aching knee. So overall, the Baleno offers a lot of things in the new generation.
The AMT version comes with a much sprightlier feel. The gearbox takes away the lag that one feels in the MT, and overall the shifts have become a lot smoother than before. However, there is a clear nosedive felt which remains to be a trait of the AMT. Downshifts are quicker too, but it will be best not to expect the performance seen in a DCT or a CVT. The trump card of the Baleno remains to be its ride quality. On rumble strips and rough surfaces, the suspension absorbs rather well. There is literally no suspension noise as well, and this surely inspires confidence and comfort. The steering too feels well weighed, and the Baleno sports a tight turning radius of 4.85 meters. And this means that driving in tight spaces is going to be rather easy. The final word then is that the Baleno will impress the family man more than anyone else. It is smooth, efficient, offers a potload of features and space. The pricing too comes as a trump card for the Baleno. Overall then, the Baleno is sure to continue as a success story for Maruti Suzuki.